from the KATU Problem Solvers.
It's easier for him. It's easier for the staff. It's easier on, the rest of the kids.
For a local family, it seemed close to a miracle. A dog trained to help their autistic son thrive at school.
But now they say the district has made it almost impossible to bring their service dog to school.
And the problem solvers are digging in tonight to find out why.
This case could change the lives of children all across the country. KATU's Carrie Tomlinson joins us now. And Carrie, this is not the first time a local family has fought to change dog policies at school.
That's right. In fact, a local family in Hillsborough fought to get an autism service dog into their son's school a couple of years ago, and they won. So in this case now, the Sherwood School District says, yes, the family can bring the dog to class, but there is another requirement that the family says is so much of a burden, almost no one could comply.
You can't see what John sees. His world is shaded by autism, a barrier that keeps him from touching, communicating with your world outside.
That's the hard part.
But inside, his father Scott says,
he is
an intelligent child who can and does learn.
amazing. Aren't you? Yeah.
The bridge between his world and your world, the family says, is Kai, a British Labrador trained to help John at school.
John he's a runner, and he has run away before.
Kai keeps John in one spot with a tether and a strong bond between dog and child, giving John a reason to stay close.
A lot of individuals with autism can become very overwhelmed very easily and have what's called sensory overload.
Katie Wolf trained John's dog and other autism service dogs like Coda, part of her job at Autism Service Dogs of America.
Relax.
She says the dogs are trained to give and receive deep pressure, the touch that helps calm the anxiety that makes it hard for some autistic children to sit still and learn.
He could place his head onto the child's knees, back, depending on where the child likes to receive that deep pressure.
The result, John's family says, is he is at last calm in class, staying with his dog, able to take in lessons.
It's easier for him. It's easier for the staff. It's easier on, the rest of the kids.
So why then is John here at home in Sherwood instead of here at his school, Middleton Elementary?
Baffles the mind. We don't understand it at all.
His father says the district won't let the dog in unless the family provides a full-time adult handler for the dog at school. Hundreds of dollars a week, an expense Scott says few families could afford, above and beyond the many expenses they already pay for their autistic children.
We don't understand why they're doing it.
The Sherwood School District refused to answer the problem solvers' questions about the handler. John's family says the district sent them this email saying, quote, "At no time may the service animal be present in the school while not under the direct supervision of a designated handler." And, quote, "It is the responsibility of the family to provide a handler for the dog."
I think the word handler is what's catching people. Head down. Good boy.
Katie says most of the dogs they train go to school with their autistic child partners, and most simply have school staff guiding them during the day. Teams, she says, like Jeffrey and Kenya in Lake Oswego, Hazel and JJ at Fort Lewis, Ian and Jersey in Arizona, and more. The dogs, she says, are trained not to eat or go to the bathroom during the day at school.
There's not a need for another person. In John's situation, there's already somebody with him 100% of the time at school.
But the Sherwood District's email says, quote, "After a review of the case law by district staff and our attorneys, the district's position remains unchanged." So John and Kai stay at home while his family continues to fight to get them to school together.
The school districts, they will realize that they can't deny it anymore. We're going to see it through to the end.
So the next step for this case, the family could file a federal complaint, and then a court would decide what to do, which could set precedent for kids nationwide. Carrie Tomlinson, KATU News.
Those dogs are really amazing, aren't they, Carrie? Thank you for that. If you have a story for our problem solvers, you can call or email the address problemsolvers@KATU.com or call the number at the bottom of your screen, 503-736-3415.